They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback. They go play action here on first down. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Vikings 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Complete, Jefferson to target. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Dalvin Cook.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 5.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 38. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Vikings.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A give. This is Cook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
6 yards.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
15 yards. And the Vikings.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
4 yards.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The tackle made.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
15.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel, coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 14-yard line.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Cousins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point try by Bailey.
Point after.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he stopped immediately there.
On the carry.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
The line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. From the gun, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And He may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you plan to back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
To Greg Olsen. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Right there. 54.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
On the Seahawks 44.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
That is caught inside the 5. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To the air again, it's Cousins, eluding the pressure right. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Number 18,
Justin Jefferson, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. And his kick is right through.
The score, Seahawks 28, Vikings 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Set down the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. This is Carson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
To throw, Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
At their own 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 8. From the gun, a give to Penny. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
12-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Cousins to throw it. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
1-yard line.
Now Cousins. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. 3rd down here.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Trying to lay one up deep. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Touchdown.
B.C. Johnson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
The game, 28 all.
So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be
You don't deserve anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, Carson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Check the backer, check the backer. Let's go double count right here, double count.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Greg Olsen.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
Play out, play out, play out, play out. 54, let's go, let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Here we go, G, get off the field.
They'll try and run forward with Petty. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch them.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Again, Wilson. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Wilson, after the play fake to Carson. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Seahawks 38.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Vikings.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
A gain of 2.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, here's Cousins. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And out. It's 4th down.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Cousins on 1st down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. On first and 10, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Seahawks 45.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He was 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run again with Carson, fighting through. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks,